or this whole Wonky Karen versus Angry Joe situation is laughable, pathetic, sad, but interesting. All rolled into one ball. I took some notes while reading that long essay slash fan fiction slash diary slash blog on a website called Medium. And I took away this. Why in the world she waited 2 years to say something? Instead of reporting to the cops the things she described being on a quote-unquote date, I'm going to get to that in a second, with Angry Joe, she decided to go to Twitter to air out dirty laundry. I don't understand that at all. She lied about being in a relationship to Joe, not to mention he's single. She flirted with him, not to mention he flirted with her back, but whatever. She used him for a self-career. She used him for, to boost her little streaming video game career. She said herself she's a small timer. She's not this big name internet celebrity. This is all to do with meeting him at a PAX event 2 years ago. She just used him. I want to believe her, but her stories are just full of holes, man. If she can lie about not being in a relationship, what else is she lying about? And accusing Angry Joe of sexual harassment or being a sexual predator or whatever, it's just wrong. Dead wrong. Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? I'm seeing a lot of people taking her side, saying that, hey, she's telling the truth. Angry Joe is that dude. And you have Angry Joe fans, or people who are not Angry Joe fans at all, taking his side. I know people say, well, you're taking his side, SA17. Well, I believe in innocent until proven guilty. I want to see evidence. And for what I'm seeing, it's just been inconsistent and full of holes. Okay? This is where guys get thrown in jail and being sent to prison for false accusations. As a black man, we've seen black people and black men being accused of stuff like sexual harassment, sexual assault, far too many times, and going to prison for something they had nothing to do with. There's this one story in Texas where a white teenage girl accused 2 or 3 black men or black teenagers of those things. Come to find out, she made it all up. There was no punishment, no crime, nothing against her. That football player, Brian Banks, he was sent to prison for something he had nothing to do with. And that woman put him there. I think she got punished. Can't remember what it was. It wasn't a white woman at all. It was a black woman that sent him to prison for something he had nothing to do with. Well, that's crazy. This whole culture cancel and boycott mentality's got to stop. It's getting out of control. As far as video games concerned, The Last of Us 2, people still crying about that. Not all, but you had the gaming journalists crying about the violence and it's too much and this, that, and the third. Where were you in other games? Ninja Gaiden 2, Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus, Mortal Kombat 10 and 11. There are games that are just as violent as The Last of Us 2. But somehow, because this is the biggest game ever, y'all made a big deal about this game. You complained that, the violence is just too much. Just sit down and play video games and shut up. Quit crying. Quit looking for stuff to complain about all the damn time. Boy, I want to play this game so bad now, just to see what all the fuss is about and all the hoopla. And of course, you know that the review bombing is still a thing, right? And you knew the memes were coming. And before I go, Bubba Wallace NASCAR situation with the whole news, they got the FBI involved and concluded that it wasn't a hate crime. He wasn't target of a hate crime, and they washed their hands and they're just walking out. Okay, I never heard a news being labeled as not a hate crime, not intentional. It was like a door handler, but I'd never seen anything like that before. That's number one. Number two, it's like, well, it's been there since last year in October. Okay, really? Okay, whatever. Then again, you can't trust FBI because they got a bunch of racist people over there. Who knew? And there was another noose being put in at a racetrack in California last Saturday. Oh wait, that's not intentional hate crime. My bad. And now you've got people out there, which I had a bad feeling about this, that Bubba Wallace is being labeled as the Justin Smollett, the actor who played on a Fox TV show Empire, the dude that lied, made up stuff about hate crime. Yeah. Bubba Wallace is being labeled as Justin Smollett and accused of being a race baiter. First of all, one of his crew members reported it to an official and had like different people in different rankings to get to NASCAR, and that's when they made the report and they made the call and got the FBI involved. So it wasn't Bubba Wallace himself, it was one of his crew. I have to say this again because people don't listen. And Bubba Wallace did an interview afterwards and say that he'd rather be embarrassed than being racially harassed. So, do I think NASCAR jumped the gun too early? Yeah, but if it was anybody else, they would have dragged their feet for weeks, if not months. Or just not do anything at all. Just turn a blind eye. But I'm not giving NASCAR credit for something they're supposed to do in the terms of banning Confederate flag, for the simple fact they should have done that years ago. It shouldn't take Bubba Wallace in 2020 with everything's going on in this world, let alone this broken, godforsaken country, to do so. Okay? I commend Bubba Wallace for doing what he's doing. Yes, I do commend NASCAR trying to bring in new fans and get rid of the Confederate flag. It had no place in the sport, no place in any professional sports whatsoever. But like I said, I'm not giving them credit for something like that. They should have done it on their own years ago. So, what's your thoughts? I'm out.